All right, I've got 4 of these made, and now I need to make the corresponding 4 that'll go over the top. So my drag, I need to make my cope, and this is this system. Again, I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the description because this is not my design. This is I just modified what was there, and this is so beautiful. Yeah, assuming I can get this in as a concept. You know what? There may be sand stuck. Hold on. I've fitted this together before, so yeah. Okay. So anyway, this is a beautiful system. It if it's gonna go, I don't know why it doesn't want to go. Okay, well, that's what happens when you think everything's going to go just fine. I know I've got this to fit because I did some changes. Not changes, but I had to do some I did some shaving, I guess is what I want to say. Yeah, I think that's going to be good enough. Maybe. It's a pretty decent gap. Oh boy, how embarrassing can this possibly be? I was about ready to talk about just how wonderful everything was, and everything was going to fit and fine, and piece here that's not wanting to go. It's this one right here, and it looks like I've already shaved it some. Right. Well, let me do this. Okay, so there's going to be shrinkage. Is that going to fit? Well, of course that's not going to be perfect, but I mean, I'll have to. There we go. There we go. All right, is that going to be close enough? Do I need to bridge that gap? I would feel a whole lot better if I did bridge that gap. Although, no, it's, well, not a happy camper here. May need to do some shaping after things get made. Close that gap as much as I can. Right. Off camera, I'm gonna shave some of that finger, so I'll be back. All right, update. Okay, I did close the gap. Unfortunately, it came at the expense of the one socket that slipped in real nice, but I was halfway tempted to even cut that one off to make it work. So I want to apologize to the person who designed this and put it together. It really did work real well when I originally printed that. And I didn't have any problems whatsoever in making that happen and fall into place. I made his product look bad. All right, anyway, I think we're good. think we're good. So let's go ahead and ram this up. Now, initially, I was just planning on swapping out that middle and not actually video the ramming up of the sand. But given the difficulty that I had, now I feel compelled to show the whole thing, to show and prove and demonstrate that I was able to make this thing work. So this is going to look very, very familiar. Although there is the added complication of the, what do I say, the interconnect, where the two halves, the cope and the drag meet, the jaws where they lock into place. And I will show a technique that I started to do because I was having casts that I wasn't particularly fond of. If you remember correctly, when I say you, the viewer, if you've seen that first video where I did the very first panel, that was a while ago. And there was a lot of breakout. So it made for a cosmetic look. And then I found that that was happening on each successive cast. So I've got 3 that have that kind of that breakout. And then I tried to do something a little different because it's this right here. It's not allowing me when I'm ramming the sand to pack that sand down, which is right over the interconnect. Sorry if I'm stumbling here. So I'll show you in this one what I did differently on the very last one. In fact, I'll show you the last one. It's what I had. Make certain that I'm gating things consistently. Out of all of them, this is the one that turned out the best. And so I've got, I'll show how that otherwise, the rest of them, they've got huge breakouts around around that area. What I may do is just show the ramming of this top. I don't know if I need to do both the cope and drag. Actually, I may just stop when I show what I'm going to do different, because it's in the initial stage of ramming this up, and then I will show the end result. I just don't know if this needs to be another one of those hour-and-a-half long videos where people are only watching like 50 seconds of it. I wonder if other YouTubers have that same issue where they put in what they want to show as being a demonstration of something, and so they want to include all the steps. At least that's what I'm doing anyway. Show all the steps. And I used to spend a lot of time editing, trying to make it small, and still I would have average view length in less than 2 minutes. It's like, wow, I'm putting a lot of work into something people aren't watching. So I thought, oh, I'll just do this. This is, I think I mentioned it on a previous one, kind of simulates if this were live. I just don't have a chat going where people can ask me questions as I'm doing this, and I'm not sure if that would be something that would work out for me anyway. I'm distracted enough as it is with the thoughts that are going on in my head. If I were to try to pay attention to what viewers on a live stream was doing, who knows how many fires I could set. Set myself on fire. All right, so here's the key is to get down in there. Okay, so and here's what I did different that last time around that seemed to have success. That's to pack this facing sand down kind of early. I'm just using my ram in a way that wasn't typically is not used. Okay, and the hope is that that gets packed down so all of that happens the way it's supposed to. All right, I'll go back through. All right, if I turn the camera back on before the pour, it'll be when I flip this over. All right, just flipped over the mold here. And I thought I felt something move as I was pressing down. This did not happen the first time I did this, but the stuff that shifted, it's not going to be consequential. That won't be a problem. All right, next time I do this, I show something. I'll show after as I'm taking the 3D prints out. All right, this seems to be the mold. I just don't want to get right. I started with this 3D print causing me problems, putting it back together. Then I nearly forgot about these, had to go back. And then I did forget about this here that I needed to go back and take care of. Oh my goodness. it's going to be purely 100% the grace of God if this mold actually turns out the way that it's supposed to, because I'm having a hard time keeping my mind on the steps here. And I would like this part here to not have a lot of flashing, a lot of flashing. Probably go back and forth on that one. I don't want to do a ton of grinding. Had to do a lot of grinding when I was making that smaller one. And so I was hoping to have learned a bunch of different things and that I wouldn't need to do nearly so much grinding finish work. So, all right. Let's ram up this other half. Oh yeah, that looks good. I swear that got heavier. All right, here we go. That looks good. I'm thinking things may have shifted as my little Freeman Metalworks lettering shifted a bit. So this part must have moved after all. That's all right though. Not a big deal. I am not unhappy with the end result. Very good. Yeah, I was considering whether or not I was going to save. Oh, man, that's heavy. Save that, but I'm going to have to close things up here. And so I might as well break this apart. I'm not going to hang on to this and when I get a chance to cast again. But that did work. Did work. Woohoo. Thanks a whole bunch for watching. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or any such things like that in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe. Blessings.